Alright, here we are, guys. Back to Path of Exile 2. What's up, everyone? My name is Grayscale, and I'm going to be playing some more PoE 2 in my current playthrough with my electric monkmerc, or how I like to call STICKMERC. So it's been a minute since I've actually played. I think it's been almost a week and a half, and I think there's been some patches that have come out. I don't know if my character's been debuffed or patched or anything like that, because I did do a lot of a stat build with him. But I have a good feeling that it may still be a feasible build and not completely bricked by any new patches. But we shall see. It's been a minute since I played as well, so give me a little bit to get back into the feel of PoE 2, because it's a lot different than, say, Marvel Rivals or any other games that I've been playing recently. Okay, so got some passive slots. I completely forgot how I built this dude, so give me a sec while I figure this shit out. Okay, let's see what the tree seems to depict, although I feel like, yeah, I'm still doing the campaign overall style of it, so I'm technically, well, I don't know, I'm still kind of in the midst of the campaign, so I do still need to okay, so it's basically this section. I need to prioritize getting these stats. I think I've already gotten this one, so that's been done. What's next would be over here. That's done as well. I think this only goes as far as, say, the level I currently am. So that means if I was going to do the next stage of this build, it's kind of using the same route, although it starts to veering all the way over this way to, what is this? Prism Guard. Elemental resistances. Okay, so that's leading up this direction, so I might as well start another drill socket. Nice. Okay, let's head that direction in our build currently. As far as the rest, I think I finished this section. Now I just have to get to the third area. Ramp northwest. Oh, I just have to get off. Okay, we're good here. Alright, so this is in the cruel difficulty, so I already went through this entire story once. I don't think I need to do it a second time and reread everything.
It is time I told you who I truly am. Time is short. Make haste.
I see. This was a really cool sequence or segment of the game, honestly. Like, the whole second act took quite a bit of time, essentially, to do. And the third definitely is really cool, but I do like the second act more for its mysterious atmosphere of being in a desert, and you have no idea, like, how far the power has gone. So this is like the halfway point, technically, because you're traveling in this giant cart to basically finding the main antagonist of this game. And obviously the game's incomplete, so okay, now it's gonna do a cutscene into the third act.
We can no longer contain it through.
So I haven't gotten to the end yet, and all I've been hearing about the end is that it's super grindy, but it is very fun. And resistance penalty. Well, that's a good thing that I focus on my resistances, am I right? How do I use this build again? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. And as you can see, it's still very viable. I'm not having much difficulty dealing with all these enemies. I forgot about the mana consumption on this build. I don't think I'm going to have much of a challenge in Act 3 if this is how the enemies kind of get rolled out. Because, you know, with the build that I made, it's very much both AoE and, how do you say, close combat, like single attacker kind of stuff. So it kind of works in my favor in all ways possible. Hopefully you hear me well enough and I'm not super distant from the mic, because, you know, I sometimes get carried away and I change my position and I don't even realize. And the mic setup I have this large foam filter on it, so the foam filter blocks out any noises around me. I'm pretty sure you could probably hear my dishwasher on occasion, like just being picked up, but everything else is usually just blocked out by the thing, and all you can hear is my voice, because that's the only area of entry that the actual filter has. Which is really good, because I live also in an apartment complex, and noise can come from practically everywhere, so it's good that I can sort of isolate it to just my voice, so it kind of sounds like it's in a studio setting and not in, you know, a regular sort of setup. And I'll say it's definitely very, how do you say, mobile. Like, it's not hard for me to displace myself and bring it with me. It's not a terribly hard or fixated setup here. Holy. Is this guy a main boss of the area? Because, oh my god. Well, that was it. I don't know if they even buffed it. They probably even buffed it by those odds. But I might just be saying things because, you know, I remember the last boss of this zone was really difficult for me. So we'll see how that pans out. You know, all the gear that I have currently on is pretty much set for my build. Although I would want to get more improved gear, but I could wait down the line before doing so, because right now as it stands, this is working out for me no matter what. And I'm also allowed to be a little more tanky since I have such a health output that it doesn't really matter if I take damage, because that damage just gets translated to my my shield. Not only my mana shield, but also my defense stat, which is quite ridiculous. So, not only am I a mercenary, I'm practically a tank. Electrified merc tank. STICKMERC. Oh, not these guys. The first time I saw them, they freaking gave me the heebie-jeebies. Like, why? Why are these little pods of alien bugs coming out of you? Okay, it looked like my character had a bit of difficulty clearing that guy out, but I'm pretty sure it's just because I'm not really doing the craziest of damage there. I'd enjoy having any free tips thrown my way, because, you know, this is one of the games that I definitely invested a lot of time in, and if it seems like to you that I can improve both my build and my experience with it, yeah, I'm all for it. And I know it's a really, how do you say, build intensive game, because if you screw up on that build, you're basically handicapping yourself the entire experience. So that was my early experience in the third act as well, is that I actually had to get my buddy over. I couldn't solo the final boss of that zone because not only was my build incomplete, but I didn't allocate my stats in the proper directions, and that just caused me issues. You know, so it was same with dealing with range mobs in those areas. So for any reference, like, I do have time to usually make my own builds. I do that on other characters, but it's very time intensive. So for this, the purpose of this guy, I'm using the Gemling attribute stacker template of a build to sort of work my way through the rest of this game to get to the maps, so I could start grinding and getting gear to sort of switch my build around if I want to, and, you know, not have to fixate on this pretty much overpowered build that I've got going. Alright, so let's see here. I've got to go to the hooded one. Talk to him a little bit. Wait. Oh, I thought this was cleared out already. I was like, oh, did it carry through from the third act? I definitely have to go through the jungle ruins now. What I like about this game, and I said it in a previous stream I've done, Path of Exiles 2, is that it's a lot more fleshed out than Diablo 4. And I'm not trying to throw shade at Diablo 4. I really enjoy that game for the most part until they start to roll out a ridiculous amount of patches and balancing to characters and classes. But for the most part, the content itself was, you know, very good. Like, it's very well made. The lore was good. The cinematography was really nice. But this game, even though it doesn't have an excessive or even intensive amount of cinematography involved, like, you don't see any major cutscenes involved with, like, close to character you know, pictures. It's more or less just isometric the entire way through. Like, the lore surrounding this game is incredible. Like, there is so much that you can know about the background of Path of Exile, both the first and the second one, including the world surrounding it. And the characters, of course. You know, even this guy that I just completely demolished, despite the first time I fought him being the toughest time for me, he's got a backstory as well. And I would, like, touch up on it, but I have no idea what it is. I wish I did. Alright, so as you can see, my inventory is looking pretty crappy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the town. I'm going to organize my stuff a bit, come back to get that specialization book because that's very important. But by the looks of it, I'm pretty much smooth sailing through the entire third act if this is the case. Because the first time I came through that area, that guy took a good maybe 20 minutes to kill. And well, as you saw, that was the first try. Alright, here's my stash. Let me put some stuff in there. I have a couple of tabs I bought here. And let's get back into business. Alright. Let's get that book and continue on our merry way. Oh, I love that lightning AoE that it does. It's very satisfying. I'm trying to get the hang of the rarity ladder in this game because it's a little bit different than other ARPGs because it usually goes common, uncommon, rare, you know, legendary, all that kind of stuff. And this one does have the common, but I think it goes common, then rare, then there's something in between, then unique, if I'm not mistaken. However, I'm pretty sure I'm just seeing only the 4 first ones. Okay, so that's that spot, and I was mistaken. It wouldn't be in the north section. I guess we'd have to go west, and we'd find the exit that way. Looks like I cleared a good portion. My god. These guys don't even stand a chance. Alright. And I'm pretty sure, despite me being incredibly powerful in this section of the game, once you get to, you know, dealing with the end game, I'm going to have a little more difficulty, because I think the difficulty starts amping up the further and further you go into it, because as far as I know, it's mostly dungeons in a sense. It's like instances that are given a specific difficulty that can range from, like, I don't know, 0 to 14 or something like that. And obviously, like, the highest being the most difficult. But we're not there yet, so once we get there, we'll see. We'll know. I wonder what it's like being in the POV of someone that's this overpowered in this kind of world. Must be just a cakewalk. You don't have a fear in the world. Let's get all these guys here. I don't know if this is leading in the right direction, but I'm gonna give an estimate, or just go off instinct that this is the right way. Alright, I feel like I'm going in the right direction if this keeps going somewhere. Oop. Don't want to get stuck there now. There's been so many times where I got bottlenecked in a certain spot and just everything crowded around me, but I think with this build, the AoE electricity just makes it impossible for me to get stuck, because everything just starts to die. Okay. Oh, this is the spot where we got those 2 bosses coming in. Doesn't look like there's 2 bosses anymore. Yep, that's it for them both. Oh, nice. There's a skill gem right there. Oh, come on, stop coming. I'm trying to take that gem. Alright, let's go pick that up. And I think everything else is just floor stuff. Floor junk, if you want to call it that. I do like the modeling of the enemies, as well as each of them having their own individual animations. It just adds to the life of this game, because there's so many games, ARPGs especially, out there where a lot of the mobs are one of the same, and it just feels like you're just piling through a bunch of meat, just excess meat. It's not really anything of substance, you know. Whereas this game, you've got such a diversity of mobs in every zone. give you that. And like it just also it's environmental, so you're not gonna see, say for example, like you see here, you're not gonna have, I don't know, insects that are large and green, or plants like this in another zone like you do here.
I'm not touching a damn thing around here.
Alright, we're getting there. Yeah, same with these guys. I didn't encounter them anywhere except here, as far as I know. So, I just like that element of design. Even though I'm just breezing through them all. I'll also say that there's a lot of talk about how hard it is, for the most part, getting to, say, level 100, but I would say that the general experience of it is pretty straightforward and pretty smooth. Like, I haven't had that much of a difficulty getting this far, and I've not felt at all like this is a grind. This felt more like a journey than anything else. And I just like that aspect of it. Because, of course, my only true comparison I can make for another ARPG is Diablo 4, and the story for Diablo 4 felt so quick, and after that it's just dungeon after dungeon after dungeon, and you're just grinding it out to level 100. And I feel like it's probably going to be the same here, but you know, they really fell flat with the dungeon design. Like it was just copy pasted practically with a couple procedural elements. There wasn't that much of content to it. So after a while, you just felt like you're doing the same thing over and over and over, and there's nothing changing. Whereas here, maybe it's different. We'll see. But you know, I do have a good feeling about it, because all I've been hearing about this game so far has just been praise. There's been Debbie Downers being like, "Oh no, this build's gonna get nerfed. Oh, this is gonna happen. This and that." But like, that's natural with an early access as well. But as far as I could see, it really depends on the individual skills. Like if it gets overused or something, and you could see it's easily melting bosses and stuff, they're gonna be like, okay, maybe that's a bit too powerful. They're not gonna outright just nerf every single ability of a class. Like they're gonna try to balance them out so that you don't feel like you're under delivering with one class over another one, so you won't have someone being overused. Like for example, in Diablo 4, there was a big period of time where everybody was either a necromancer or a barbarian because of the whirlwind, and you had, of course, the necromancer with the skeletons and stuff like that. And I was playing a necromancer for the most part. That was the only character I got to actually level 100. But the whole experience was just breezing through it at record times. But when I wanted to try playing as a different class, I felt like I was just lagging behind by 10,000 times. And it just killed it for me trying to play any other class. And I think they didn't really change much in that aspect, but at least the developers like Grinding Gear Games is trying real hard to make it an enjoyable experience without completely hindering a certain class's playability. Because like, you don't want to pop into the game and all of a sudden your class just being completely broken, unable to get past the area you just finished getting past. Because that was the experience that I had with Diablo 4. Once they nerfed the minions and stuff, like I all of a sudden wasn't even able to clear the dungeon that I was clearing like cake before they updated, before they released those patches. And even my friend, which literally was just handicapping himself playing as a druid, his build before he even got to it got nerfed, and once he got to it, well, there was no point doing that build. Like when I say nerf, I mean it was literally just bricked. Like there was no feasibility in being able to salvage like the grind that he spent. Like he just had to completely start a new class, and I was, you know, that's what frustrated him, and that's kind of what kind of gets on my nerves. Is, you know, you put so much time and effort into getting to a certain goal only for it to get completely taken away from you. And I mean, just like how I forgot what the skill's named in this game, but with the warrior's echoing skill, like that got nerfed, but you could easily see why that happened. But at the same time, they didn't do anything else to really brick the warrior at all. Like it was mainly just focusing on that one element that made it too easy to clear out the entire game. And so, you know, people complain, of course, but that's because, you know, you want to just blaze through this game. But sometimes, you know, there's an element of challenge that this game has that's kind of needed for it to be, you know, Path of Exile. And that's what I also like, is that the boss battles don't feel like they're one and done. They're not just a 5-second ordeal like, say, Diablo, where if you have a boss, all of a sudden it takes you 2 seconds to clear that boss and that's it. Whereas in this game, like, they have their own mechanics, they have their animations, and it takes some time to actually beat it. So, you know, why bother with making a class that could push through any boss in seconds when you could just have a regular class or build that, you know, you enjoy the game and you can actually still go through it without, you know, having too much difficulty or too easy of a time. And I'm kind of being hypocritical here because, you know, my build is really freaking powerful, but in the early stages of it, like, it took some time to get through, and I actually, you know, got through the third act with some challenge. And I can't say that this is not challenging. There are moments where, you know, I have to divert my attention more on potion management than damage output, because it's kind of guaranteed I'm going to do damage, but, you know, my MP goes down, my HP starts going down. It's like, okay, I got to focus on those things as well. I can't just, you know, cheese through everything and, you know, go with that. Alright, ooh boy. I don't know why I woke Beast, but he's definitely got some edge on me. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. Ooh, I got a waste stone. That's new. I think that's part of the yeah, map device. I only used once. Okay, I don't have the scroll of wisdom. I left them back at base. Look at this dude. There we go. Sorry, I killed you very quickly. I think this one's... that one's a pretty good amulet. I don't know if I'm actually leaving something that's really good as well. Because physical damage, critical hit, chance, stacks per second. Maybe I'll take it anyways. I got space. I'll leave it in my stash and just look it over later on. But as it stands, yeah, I'm pretty solid. I would like to play more of this game though, and I'm probably going to do that tomorrow, but I'm only going to keep it short today due to the fact that I have an exam that I've got to get the rest of my studying done for and get out of the way, because, you know, it's already 3 weeks into the semester and they're already throwing out midterms, so it's like, what the hell? But yeah, I got to get prepared for that, so I'm only going to leave this brief, but I'll try to get as far into this as possible so that when I next do it, we're not so left back in this story trying to get all the way to the maps section. But I think I can already start doing maps, but you know what, I'll clear the 6th act right before doing them, because might as well 100% it, if you say. This is going quite well so far. I think this is the area where the Chimera is, if I remember correctly. The first time I fought him, he was quite a challenge, but let's see how he goes this time around. Because I think that's the boss I have to face before I get into the next zone. I don't know where his starting area is. I don't think I'm going the right direction. Ooh, what's this? See no evil? What if I hit them? Okay, it does nothing. It does nothing for me. Whoops. Alright. Unimportant stuff. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, I must be getting close. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So it is the Chimera. Alright, let's see if I don't even have to get him on any of those pedestals. Probably do, however. Holy crap, the damage output. Already halfway? Practically cleared him out in first try. I think he's going to go on the podium. Alright. Oh, nope, never mind. Going straight on the ground again. Let's get that bell out. Look at that. Jeez Louise. Okay, that's good. We got him out of the way now. that's given me some confidence in dealing with the last bosses in this game. And you know, that's also going to set me up for the second part of the game that's going to come out once the game actually releases, which I'm very excited for. I know there's going to be technically 6 more classes coming out as well, so I'm definitely going to play through those. And I like that aspect, that there's so much variety to pick from. And you're not just stuck to like 4 or 5 selections. Alright, so I remember this area being quite tedious because you had to find all those stones. And if I remember, I did talk about how I kind of bugged this area out at one point and was unable to progress without redoing it, and that was a pain in the butt. It's probably best idea. Well, I can't open this door without the stone slab, soul core. So I think it's probably, yeah, there it is. Okay, that was really easy. Thought this was gonna be harder to find.
It's warm. Why is it warm?
Why is it warm? I don't know. Maybe because it's got some souls in it. Alright. Take that. Let me actually... Wait, no. Got some enemies up ahead. Alright, let's see here. Ooh! 61% increased rarity of the items found in this area. Monsters deal 28% of damage. It's extra cold. That's actually pretty good, and with a waste room drop chance of 95. Do these reconstruct themselves? Or am I just imagining things here? They are golems. Okay, so I do have to progress down the line. I'm not just locked in this area. Ultimate Mana Flask. Wait, I wasn't even paying attention. I only have the Transcendent 87% mana. Let me take this thing. This might be better. 47% increased recovery rate. Gain a charge when you kill an enemy. Removes mana. Maybe this is better? Oh wait, no, I checked on top. 310 mana over 533. As it stands, I think I am good. Let's keep clearing. Keep it going. Got a soul core, that's good. I just really realized these statues had like 6 eyes. That's crazy creepy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Me oh my. I'm having so much trouble with this area. No, I'm really enjoying this build. Okay, augmentation. Because I'm really used to playing as a warrior or a witch. So actually changing up, playing technically a monk as a mercenary, it definitely changes the game for me. I mean, this is the only character that I've gotten this far in. It's probably because of how much I've had enjoyment playing him, so it's kind of naturally progressing. So, but, you know, I want to try other builds with other classes eventually. Just want to see how the end game is with this dude. Because he's only level 60. Well, only. That's a pretty good level already. But, you know, maybe I'll try to hit that 3-digit. It might take me some time, though, as I can see, but... Yeah, I do enjoy occasionally getting into this game and playing a bit of it and getting around doing things, so... You know, it's probably doable. I mean, eventually it's going to happen, so... If I keep playing, it's going to happen. And there's no reason not to keep playing, because... Come on, PoE 2. What can't you love about this game? I mean, probably the fact that it doesn't have a sort option inside the inventory, but that's something that's almost a personal criticism. It's not really anything critical of the actual game, because there's almost, well, I mean, I haven't encountered any graphical bugs. I haven't encountered, I have had a few crashes, but they were very few and far in between. They didn't happen more than twice in my entire time playing this game. But as far as anything, they really did do a good job polishing this game, despite it being in early access. I honestly expected it to be practically unfinished, and that there wouldn't be this amount of stuff to do. Because, like, you only pay, well, over here in Canada, you pay, like, what, 40, 45 bucks to get the early access of this game? And, like, it definitely plays like a AAA. Like, not in the sense that they are AAA developers, but it definitely plays like a game that has a huge budget. And, like, considering the fact that they are very, how do you say, player-centric, consumer-centric, where they actually listen to what people like and what people are having gripes about, it really adds to the this playability of this game of, like, okay, they are actually there for us. They're making this game for us and not for some kind of agenda or just marketing scheme or some way to make a quick buck. And, like, you know, there's a lot of developers that can take examples off this game and then the development team behind it, and it's kind of resonant of the No Man's Sky developers, Hello Games, with their main game. Because over the years, I'm not going to say this is anything close to how shitty of a launch that was, but over the years that game became incredible. And that just goes to show, when you listen to your fans and when you actually polish the game, people will hop and, like, they will jump to it. People will love it. People will continue to play, and it'll become basically this cult following. And that's, like, the case with this game, is that the PoE 1 had sort of a niche demographic that would play it, and it was known to quite a few people, but it wasn't the staple game like Diablo 4 was. But all of a sudden, this game releases, PoE 2, and it got all the hype. Everybody's been hopping on, and even those that are naturally not people that play ARPGs got onto the grind. And everyone, pretty much everyone I know that plays this game has such high standards for it because of how good it is. Okay, let's get a little bit of focus in here. I wouldn't say he's that difficult, as you could tell by his health bar, but his mechanics are definitely something that could kill me. I'm realizing that. Oh, nice. Flame core. Oh, nice. My inventory's full. Put that up there. I think, yeah, fire resistance. Permanent fire resistance, too. Alright. I don't know if those stats are any better, but let me trash that. Keep the soul core because I need it, I guess. Well, I can't. I need to get rid of those mushrooms somehow because they are stuck in my inventory. And I'm pretty sure it's like an Act 3 or something, because it is so annoying when things start taking space and you can't do anything about them. Alright, so this area seems to be about done. I'll do a bit of clearing of the next one and then call it there, because I do need to get some studying out of the way for my exam. I hope everybody wishes me luck on that, because I'd really like to do well on this one. I'm not a freeloader that just goes through university, you know. I do take my time with that stuff. Alright. Soul core. Oh, I remember this zone. It's a thick soul core. Alright, so I need to disable those generators to get the soul core there. Yes, if you haven't realized already, the my health starts seeping my mana, because my pot, even though it gives me a crap ton of health, takes out some of the mana to supply it. Okay, so that's the first generator. That's good. Punch the face. Yeah, I think I got enough now. Alright, I think I have to head over to the other side. I'm pretty sure it's going to be parallel like that. Yeah, it's going to lead me in the direction for sure. Hopefully I find another medium soul core, because that's what I need, right? I don't have any other soul cores, so I'm going to assume so. Oh, the corruption altar. Oh, heck yes. I don't have anything to corrupt, though. Unless... No, those are corrupted already. That's already corrupted. I could corrupt this, but I think it alters my gear stats, and I don't really want to try that out. I kind of want to take my hand at the flask here. 920. That does so much less than my actual flask. You know, let me just... I can't even stash it, so... I don't wanna use the corruption. Not yet. Probably come back here later with some gear that's going to be corruptible because, you know, I don't know if it's a one-time use, but I remember in the third act I did that, and well, that was a one and done. So it might be from the Val orbs or something that I can actually continue to curse things or corrupt them. But as it stands, one free corruption, I ain't gonna waste it like that. I lost my charges, I realize. Oh my god. For a second I thought that was my lightning, but it wasn't. Alright, gotta get them charges back. Whoop. Okay, this guy's strong. Ah, bad timing for that. Alright, there we go. I am struggling a little bit. I'll say that. But not enough to be completely unplayable. I don't think I'm going to find my soul core anytime soon. So I'm definitely on the other side right now. This might be a dead end. I'll find out. I think I'm probably close to one. I don't know by the exclamation point. I also leveled up. I just realized now. Should probably use that experience. Yeah, attribute point. Ah, here's the other generator. Okay, so I do need the soul core. Alright, alright. Another waystone. Neat. There it is. Just pack that up, head on back, and then go back to the main room. And then fight that boss that actually is pretty sick. I think that's what I have to do. Oh yeah. Retrieve the large soul core near Alva. So now we have to head back. Which I think might be this way. Oh boy. Oh boy. I like how the map is pseudo 3D. Like, you don't see it when you look at it, but it actually is. The way they detailed the map this way. It's actually quite intuitive. Because you don't realize that it's also procedurally generated. And they didn't just draw out the map. Oh, hell yeah. Another level 3 gem. Put that on there. My god, did they ever stop? They just keep coming. Okay, I got it. Keep going now. I could keep on keeping on. Yeah, these ranged guys were always a nuisance. Not just these guys, but there was another in the final area that had these cannons just like those. And oh my lord, they were the ones that were killing me, clearing me out non-stop. It was so annoying. Oh dear, indeed. Oh, I should have charged up. Oh crap. Oh well, I can still probably deal with him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Whoopsies. Okay, okay, okay. I'm missing him entirely. There we go. Holy, okay, I'm starting to get a bit of a difficulty here, but it's not substantial enough to really consider myself at a loss. Alright. Okay, return to Infested Irons. Activate the stone altar. Whoop, hold on. I think I'll just use the waypoint. Whoa, the map is all buggy. Okay, that's the first bug I saw. So where do I have to go? Rested Barrens. Oh no! I didn't get the waypoint there. Oh well, I guess I'll have to go around. Alright. I gotta find that stone altar now. And then that'll be it for this stream, as well as the video. And after... pretty much this is the process that I do. I live stream most of my content, because, you know, I like being able to get active viewers to see their input on the fly without having to be like looking through comment sections, even though I do that exact same thing anyway. And like you know, after the live is done, I keep the record and I edit that when I have my own time to do it, and then I post it for you guys in a little more bite-sized format where there's not that many pauses in between. And I know I'm not that much of a pauser because I talk a lot, but I try my best to take out as much fluff as possible. And there's some that I don't even edit out much, but there are others that I'm like, yeah, okay, even I don't want to be sitting through like 10 minutes of just quiet. So I get that. I get that side of the viewer, because I am a viewer of a lot of channels, a lot of people. So, all right, what the hell is going on here? There we go. So I think it's gonna drain it. Yeah. Okay. Let me get the waypoint this time, so I don't forget. We're at the Matlin Waterways. That's progress. That's actually, I think, I would say 3/4 into the last act. So I think I'll leave this for the next one, and then we're going to be getting into maps afterwards. So, okay, that's a checkpoint. That's not the waypoint though. Boy, these doggy dudes. Holy crap. Okay, now stuff starts getting pretty difficult. That's good. I was having too much of an easy time getting through all of this. I also have 2 passives. So let's put lightning resistance, and there we go. We got the elemental branch done. And I know that we have this whole canal to go through before I get to one of the final zones. But I want to find the waypoint. I don't know if there is a waypoint in this map, actually. I think that I'd have to go through this entire place first. Alright, well, if this is the case, you know, I think this is a good place to call it. I did quite a bit of progress through the 3rd act. I didn't complete it, of course, but it became quite late tonight, and I will definitely do it in the next stream of Path of Exile 2. But as it currently is, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I definitely enjoy coming back to this game. I'm definitely going to finish the game and get to the end game with this guy, and possibly try different builds. If you did like the video and the stream as well, leave me a follow on my Twitch. You could subscribe, because, you know, I've got a lot of content lined up and a lot of content already that I brought out. Especially, I've got 2 videos of Path of Exile 2 previously published on my channel, but I'm going to be definitely doing more of this game and other games that I and you guys have interest in. And leave me any suggestions of games that you might want me to play, and see how I go about playing them. But anyways, I hope you guys had a good time, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.
Hey guys, this is Post Editing Gray. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I was incredibly tired in the stream, and I'll make sure that I make it better in the streams coming forward. So see y'all.